Hello, this is Notaspringchick, and a lot of times when you're cooking, you are on the go. So today we're going to do something a little bit different because we're cooking pasta, but we're going to make it kind of with some seafood, and we'll show you some little quick tricks that you might want to use. Now, of course, according to the Federal Trade Regulation, we do have to share with you if any of the products have been provided to us. And in no way, of course, will it affect our review because, well...
You're eating.
We're eating it. And of course, if we don't like it, I guess we're going to tell you. But
And you did pay for the swimsuit.
No, actually, I didn't pay for.
You didn't pay for it? Okay, then you're gonna have to tell them that's from Echo Panda.
Yeah, this swimsuit is from Echo Panda. This one actually. Oh, you know what? I remember. This was from the Deal or No Deal baby shower.
Yep.
So I had received this from that with a gift certificate. But we have a couple of other things that we are lining up here because the pasta, of course, is one of the central ingredients that we're making. And this is Dreamfield's pasta. It's healthy carb living. You're going, like, who really cares about carbs? Well, some of you may be thinking about that. To some people, it's very important. The other part is, I know a lot of you would probably like to eat healthier and would probably, well, let's say that you think that you should have wheat pasta, like wheat bread, but you don't like the taste of it.
Tastes hard, like cardboard.
Okay. Here is one that I like, though.
We've ate this before.
This is from Consumer Product Events. It's a company called Dreamfields. And we are showcasing this one because it tastes good. It's wheat pasta that tastes like, yes.
And because our show tends to be from what's on the shelf, not from what we go out and purchase directly for it.
Yeah. So this one right here, it says 65% lower glycemic index, excellent source of fiber, guaranteed great taste. And here it is. Digestive carbs is 5 grams per serving.
I'll probably eat more than that.
What?
5
It says
grams.
5 grams per serving. Of course, there are 6.5 servings per container in this, which is 13.25 ounces.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess it depends on how you're eating it. And of course, they've got serving sizes. Let's see. They'll say what makes it unique. Oh, it contains inulin. Do you know what that is?
It's a human preservative.
It is a 100% natural prebiotic fiber found in common foods such as, now I don't know how common this is, Jerusalem artichokes or sunchokes.
Yeah, Jerusalem artichokes is, you can find Jerusalem artichokes in a lot of stores, so.
Really?
Yep.
I don't even,
It's
how's
just
it different than artichokes?
It's just a smaller artichoke, I think.
Oh, asparagus, garlic, and raisins, all those things that they say are really good for you. It's the only pasta clinically shown to have a lower glycemic index than traditional pasta, 65% lower. Actually, that is a really big deal. It says, why do you say that Dreamfield's pasta only has 5 grams of digestive carbs when the nutrition label states that it has 41 grams of carbohydrates? Well, let's see.
I think it's per serving. That's what it said, didn't it? If you divide it up into X amount of servings, that comes to...
Yeah. So here it is. Well, the total carbohydrates in Dreamfield's pasta is the same as traditional pasta. Dreamfield's patent-pending formula and unique manufacturing processes protect all but 5 grams of carbohydrate from being digested.
Means the serving size.
Instead, these 31 grams of protected or undigested carbohydrates, along with 5 grams of fiber, pass to the colon where they are fermented, providing many of the benefits of fiber. That leaves 5 grams of digestible carbohydrates per label serving. Anyway, there's a lot of really interesting things on here. As far as I'm concerned, it's like I will not eat wheat pasta unless it tastes good, and most of it tastes really horrible.
No, we've tried. We really got some good wheat pasta, and it did not taste very good at all.
But this tastes good.
Well, we've ate this before. It's really good stuff. So.
It is very good stuff. These are elbows. They come actually in a regular pasta shapes. Elbows.
You can find them in grocery stores
and other things like that. So you can find this Dreamfield's pasta. The other couple things that we have on here that we're utilizing, and these two came from a gifting suite. This is from UPP Entertainment Marketing. It was for their ESPYs Lounge. This was a new one for Tabasco. It's a garlic flavored Tabasco, which I think is really cool.
And she loves garlic.
Yeah, because I like that. And then this is a sweetened lime juice from concentrate.
It's mostly for cocktails, but we're going to use the lime juice for concentrate because we're doing a fish dish.
Yeah. And then also, so those came from that gifting suite. And then this one right here, these over here I bought. This is Tostitos. It's a sweet and spicy summer salsa. And then also Bertolli's. Now part of it is depending on what you're doing. Both of these, I like this one because microwave ready in 90 seconds. It's just this little container. But sometimes you don't always have these available, and you can use something like these. These are salsas. Real quick, use them as spaghetti sauce. And it's usually a little bit lighter.
Yeah, and when you spread it out throughout the thing, it basically spreads out its taste throughout your pasta, so.
Yeah. And this one right here, this one gives you a head start. This is a tuna, it's called Safco Gourmet on the Go, chunk light tuna with lemon and pepper. So this tuna is already flavored.
Yeah, so when you mix it in with your pasta.
You've already got some flavor. Now, of course, most of you are used to doing pasta on the stovetop. However, sometimes you're on the go, you're at the office, and maybe you're, I don't know, how many of you cook at the office? I have no idea.
Most people stick things in. It depends upon the size of the microwave. We got a good sized microwave.
Yeah, and part of it is when you're at the office, usually most of your food is cooked ahead of time. Because, first of all, if it's lunchtime at the office, you're just trying to get to the microwave because there's a whole lot of people waiting. So hogging up the microwave is not a good idea.
And this will take you 15 minutes, I think, in a microwave.
Yeah.
So.
But if you're going at an off time, or if you're at home and you want to be quick,
I think I would grab the.
You can do that.
Yes, and we paid for the hot pad holders. Yeah, and it's got grapeseed oil in it. Thing is the oil base that we're using.
Oh yeah.
I put it back up,
We
so.
put it back up.
We
Yeah,
also
but
paid for that,
the
so.
grapeseed oil is from Fresh and Easy.
Yeah.
We thought we'd do just a little bit of that because it helps so that your pasta doesn't stick.
Yeah, it's a big thing, and it's basically, the water's been boiled for 5 minutes with the lid on, but just a little bit out of sync, off a little bit, so that you can have, if you put it on, because it doesn't have a vent, it will blow the lid off, so you put it on slightly.
Oh, okay. Now part of it is I'm not used to cooking pasta in the microwave. Old chemist, so I've never actually done this before.
So I have.
Okay, so now we just put the
Well,
pasta
I
in.
have things that I can put in the microwave that will make, which we can't think it possibly can work, and they actually work, don't they, the pasta cookers?
So no, we just put it in there?
Yeah, just pour it in and then just stir it up, and so, and it's going to take probably about 5 to 10 minutes. What I do is I let it cook for about 5 minutes, stir it, and then put it back in again. It's still faster than doing it on the stove, because what you want to do is you're wanting it al dente. You don't want it to kill it.
Now, if you've seen those things on TV where you can get those, what are those pasta makers that work in the microwave?
Yep, we've got one.
They really do work.
We do have one. It fits in it fits in my microwave. I cook pasta in it. So.
Okay, notice the mints. These are really important.
Yeah, because this is really hot.
I'm covering the lid, or I'm
You just leave it off a little bit, because otherwise pressure builds up and it can blow it off. So it will still boil.
So I'm going to leave it off a little bit, put it in for 5 minutes.
Yep.
Okay, and of course all times are approximate because all microwaves are a little bit different.
That's the trick, because everything is based upon about a microwave they have on
At 1,000 watts or something.
our 1200.
Yeah, so oftentimes it will tell you on the package, if you're microwaving it, what it's based on.
Yeah.
Not always.
Because
and if you're at an elevation, of course, as you know, if you're at an elevation, it will change.
Because I think we got 2 of the things that are specifically designed for microwaves.
This is designed for microwave.
Yeah, and they'll tell you the cooking time for there, and then the mashed potatoes behind it
Oh,
will
we've
tell
got
you.
some mashed potato behind. These are Betty Crocker's roasted garlic.
Yep.
Those are easy. Ready in 3 minutes. They are really good.
Yeah, it is ready in 3 minutes, so. But there we go now, Will.
So remember we put the grapeseed oil in there already just to make it, so the pasta's not going to stick together when you rinse it out. One of the things we also did was we put a couple squirts of Tabasco sauce in here. Yes, because it helps to flavor the pasta. Oh, you probably never thought. Most of you probably put on Tabasco sauce on it after it's already cooked when you're adding all the seasoning.
Yeah, but
or whatever flavoring.
it permeates more if you just put it in. You don't need as much to put it in the water. That's the difference. It's not going to be you want it to be an underlay, but you don't want it to overwhelm.
Yeah, because remember all those gourmet pastas that have those flavors in them already? This is how you can create that with, well, just making a few additions without having to buy those. Of course, if you want to buy them, you can still do that.
But you can smell it though in the room,
It
so.
smells good, so let's see how ready this is one.
I think it's got like another 5 minutes or so to get down. It's almost
Almost.
filled the thing, so, and then we'll end up,
I don't know, let me see, hold on a minute.
see this
It
is,
is, it is.
yeah. I
No,
guess
almost just a
about
little.
5 minutes. It takes about 15 minutes on high, because we don't know what everybody's microwave is different. So now we'll try to back in, put 5 minutes more, and then we're almost ready.
Oh, good. Okay, we were looking at these couple different ones for toppings. We were looking at either the summer salsa or the Bertolli's. Now, I decided to go with the Bertolli's because, well, it's fall and it's a little cold outside. Summer salsa is great but salsa on pasta is usually a little bit lighter. So when it's warmer outside, it's perfect. Or I don't know if you just want something lighter, on the lighter side. But this, now it's really important to read the directions because this is only in the microwave for 90 seconds. But since we don't want it to blow up, yes, it's important to vent it. And it does, fortunately, tell you the directions on the side. Tuna and water, canola oil. Now, of course, when we went to this, we drained off the extra juice, but I don't just throw it away and put it in a little cup because if you've got a dog or cat, it's really good for their fur. Also, it's good for you too.
I mean, it won't hurt you to mix that in with what you're cooking.
Yeah, it's good for your hair too.
Yeah, you can put it in your hair. It basically,
Well, no, not to put this in your hair, but
no,
if
you
eat it.
can put it in your
It's
hair.
Good, huh?
You can mix it up with your soap, with a cheap shampoo. Mix it with a cheap
It could be
shampoo.
an oil treatment.
An oil treatment. It's a real cheap oil treatment. And don't worry about it smelling because you're going to put other stuff in when you get
And
done.
get the smell out.
And get the smell out. It's just a good oil treatment that costs you nothing. But most of the time I would, I either use it to feed the animals or I put it directly in what I'm cooking because it helps to season it. You just take the whole
Yeah,
thing.
it's
But
great
because
seasoning for it.
we do have a very persnickety little girl.
Monty Bubbles would like it.
Yeah, so if we save it for Monty. Okay, now we're all ready to
since
drink.
I said her name, here she comes.
I know, okay.
Monty Bubbles.
I know, we got the stuff for you.
Bubbles, we have something for you.
Yeah,
Maybe
see,
you should wait for dinner.
I know, see, Monty is sort of stuck inside at the moment because they're fumigating next to us and we can't let the little girl out, so. Yeah, maybe just give her a little bit.
If I give you tuna juice, Mommy has to wash your face.
Well, no, you just give her,
Yeah, you would like it. Pulling out these cheeses. Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and pour this in here. Oh yes, it smells so good.
it's really great. You have to be standing around it and smell that.
Well, this one is the Bertolli's.
Yeah, it's really good
It's
stuff.
a vodka rustica.
Yeah,
It's very good.
it costs you $3-4 in a store and over at the 99-cent store. It's still nowhere near expiration date.
What is the expiration on that? I didn't even look.
No, I think it's next to 210.
Yeah.
And just mix this all together.
Flavored tuna.
Yeah.
Okay. Also, I'm not a big fan of giving this to your pet. I
No,
know some people do,
no,
but it's got sharp edges.
no, but what happened is on a lot of stuff, I would pull the can completely. I take the top completely off, and then there's no edges for that.
Oh.
See, that's the trick.
Oh,
is,
that's if you have one of those other can openers.
yeah, because
This one has a pull top.
yeah, but I'd always know that I was going to give it to my dog, so I'd open the bottom side so that they could slurp the can.
Ah. Because if there's no edges, it's okay.
Because you can't, if there's edges, you can't do it. If there's no edges, so and then
Okay.
now we
mixed all that.
now we put a little bit of your lime oil on the top and then
Oh,
put it
that's
back
right,
into put it back in to warm it a little bit, and
And we're just going to put just a little bit.
you don't need a lot. This is something you do after it's already mixed. Because this isn't an under, this is an over. The Tabasco sauce was under layment, this is on top because we've added fish to it. So, remember, fish is different.
This is how you get the flavor infusion.
Yeah, now we just put it on, heat it for a quick minute and a half.
Oh, should we put the cheese on every now?
No, the cheese will go on.
put it on
Cheese
now.
will melt itself when you're getting it.
Okay, so we're gonna put this back in here.
It's all about the cheese is self-heating. Like I said, it's a total, probably 20 minutes of total time to do this. So you're getting to see it more or less in real time.
Yes,
So.
yes. Okay, what kind of pasta? Piranha? Oh, this is a Parmesan.
Yeah.
This is a Kerrygold, and I don't know what it is.
Oh, we got the best cheese grater we ever got in our life over at the 99-cent store. We don't know if we can get the stupid thing to...
I know, I don't even know where mine is.
I know, I love that thing.
It was a cheese grater that came
With the whole block of Parmesan cheese, and it is unbelievable.
Did that one. That was really good.
Yeah, I mean, you basically, you kill for the cheese that's in that thing, so...
The cheese was pretty good too.
Yeah. Well, the grater, I've never seen a grater work as good as that one.
Well, that one you just put it had the cheese in there.
And then you turn it,
grate
and it does what you want it to do.
Okay, let me see if I have that. I think ours are all gone.
Yeah, because I still have mine.
I don't have, mine's already gone.
Well, because I tend to make spaghetti for only one person, which is me, myself, and I, or pasta products for me, myself. It's what happens when you get old. You occupy a place all by yourself. So, and no, I'm not looking for, cougars with children.
What?
I know. No, that's one of the things, when you get to be my age, you all of a sudden become attractive to women that have children. The ones that when they didn't have children wouldn't come by, they pay attention to you, but when you get to be my age and they get children, they all of a sudden become very attracted to senior citizens.
Really?
Yeah. And believe me, I'm used to small, mostly babies and senior citizen women, but to have people in their 30s, and then
A 30-year-old is a cougar?
they got children. They're divorced and children.
Oh, a cougar, you have to have kids?
No, you
I
have to
thought
be
you said
divorced and hunting.
Oh, is that what it is?
You're a predator.
Cougar.
So,
See, it shows you how much I know.
well, she's not, she's not really available. So that's the difference. So she doesn't understand those things. It's just like we go to a place and the girls are sitting out there waiting for Notaspringchick to get done, and females out there. And, you're an older guy. He said, which swimsuit do you think that we should buy to go to Kabul? And I would just say, well, are you hunting or playing? And they said, well, we're hunting. And I said, get the one that shows as much of you as possible. And they said, the girls said, I told you that's what we should get.
Uh-huh.
Hunters want to show it off. If you're playing, you don't want to lose it, so...
Is that what it is?
Well, because you don't want to be worried about trying to keep your swimsuit on if you're there to have a good time. If you're hunting, you don't
care if it falls off.
you don't care if it falls off. That's the whole premise of the show over on. I remember
I know, I
at the
can't
D23 when Courtney Cox said, "Why is it all of the women are naked on the Disney Channel?" So isn't that a good one? So.
She said, oh, that's right, she did say that, huh?
Yeah, well, you weren't there. You went to another thing that they see. We split up, to go do events sometimes. She went to the early one, and in the afternoon went to another one. So sometimes, like, there's just not enough of us. We're going to have to start expanding out even more. So, there you go. Look at that.
Oh, yummy, yummy, yummy.
I know, it's really delicious.
We're gonna let it mix.
Oh, you can see the steam coming off of that thing. As I said, that the Parmesan cheese always goes on last because the heat will melt it. So there it is, it's done. Less than 20 minutes, then we're ready to eat.
I'm hungry.
And so this is sort of why we're capable of cooking on the road, is because we never can find the proper thing to put anything out with. There is those things in this kitchen somewhere.
Oh no, because I just grab them.
Yeah, but like in mine, I'll grab anything that will dish something out with is what I grab.
I'll use this other fork that I was using for that.
Yeah.
So you can taste this. See, part of it is I don't taste it along the way, so I find out what it is.
Well, we're never certain until it's finished. We've never had a failure.
That's really good.
Yeah. And everything is, most of what we cook is either offshoots of my recipes or Notaspringchick's recipes, or, or something. But we only cook from what we have with us. We don't go to the grocery store and buy anything. When we were cooking in Las Vegas, that was from stuff that we'd picked up previously and hadn't used. And it was ungodly good. So,
Yeah.
she likes it.
Because part of it is we're showing you ways. I mean, half of it's really kind of funny because it's like, that I can cook some.
Yeah.
The operative word is some. So part of it is you're watching us correct things. I'm not sitting there eating it all along the way, but you're seeing us make adjustments to it as we modify the recipe. But this gives you insight as to how you can modify recipes, because I know a lot of times I would just sit there and go straight off the recipe.
Yeah.
And try and create things. This allows you to be more creative because you don't always have all the proper ingredients at home.
Yeah. Remember, last year the gentleman cooking over at SEMA said that the recipes are just there for a guide. You should always make the dish your own.
Guy Fieri.
And he's right, because we make everything. We are the only green cooking show. We do not go out and buy things to make stuff with. We just go to what is setting on a shelf and then pick it up off the shelf and cook it. I mean, we'll see something that's on sale and have no idea what we're going to use it for, but it's on sale. And we'll put it on a shelf, and then months later we go back and pick it up, and then we cook. And this is stuff here. Everything there is off of a shelf.
You know what? This is especially really good with the layering of flavors with the lime and the garlic.
Yep. You underlay and then overlay.
And then you have a little bit of a taste from the tuna. It's really, really good.
So,
Okay, so come join us for more at www.montybubbles.net on the internet. Of course, and come follow us on Twitter and subscribe to wherever you're watching us. And thank you once again for over 40 million links on the internet.